right, folks, welcome to Eden Prairie Community Center, home of the Eden Prairie Eagles. Rob Fritz here, joined by nobody right now. My color commentators are still at the pregame over at Tavern 4 and 5, so I will be running solo here to start the game. Hopefully I can get Mr. Fitzgerald and or Mr. Offit over here before this game gets too deep, but we are excited to bring this to you live from Eden Prairie. Let's take a quick look at the standings before we get started here after that big game against Minnetonka. The Edina sitting in first place, 5 points ahead of Minnetonka. There is a game in hand, however, so let's just assume Tonka wins that next game. They're going to be within 2 points of the Hornets, and then you see Eden Prairie and Prairie Lake. Eden Prairie currently sitting in fourth place, so this is... we got logo copyright infringement. Hopefully, I don't know what that is, WD, but I'm going to take this down and get ready for puck drop here. Looks like we got Cooper centering Morgan and Arthur. Offit and Horton on deep, and we've got Anna Brown between the pipes again this evening. Sorry about that, folks. We had an Amber Alert on the phone. I don't know if that caused any disruptions or not. Here comes Callie Arthur now for the Hornets, 2-on-1 with Gia Morgan. Arthur to a forehand shot and goal. Callie Arthur, first shot of the game, upper corner. She's a beauty. And the Hornets take a 1-0 lead early here. 14-17 left, first period. The scoreboard didn't set up here from last game, I'm sorry. Up 1-0 and a goal by Callie Arthur. First minute of play, 13:25 left to play first period. KK McGarvey trying to dump that in deep. Elizabeth Callahan back. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be joined here by Mr. Fitzgerald as Callahan's hauled to the ground. And we'll have a penalty coming up here. It looks like Reese Offit going to the box. So we'll take a look at this Eagle power play. Peter had an Amber Alert jump on the phone and kind of knocked the broadcast down.
Yeah, sad situation. Our hearts go out to that family and hope everything is resolved quickly.
All right, so we're waiting for the timekeepers to put the penalty up. We've got Cooper and... like Cooper, Brandis, Horton, and Morgan out on the ice. Brandis now is going to try to clear the puck, kept in though by the Eagles. Shot, pad save, there's secondary chance, also saved by Anna Brown. Now Cooper trying to chip it off the wall. Avery Cooper now. Good zone entry by the Eagles as they try to set up their power play. Broken up there by Horton. Morgan now trying to get a handle on it. Morgan pops it back to Horton. Horton with it now trying to gain that red line. She's going to get it in deep. 12:14 left to play, first period. Here comes Callie Arthur on the forecheck. Sent over, Emerson Fritz is going to drop in. Kept in by Ellison Shoot. Now Fritz trying to chip it in deep. Pass up the near wall, picked up by Callahan. Oh, nice pass there into the center of the ice. Mishandled and now turned over. Picked up by Edina as Callie Arthur now on her strong side. Arthur trying to go back to Fritz. Kept in deep there by Kaylin Capson. And Prairie is going to send that. Oh, it goes off the post. Anna Brown tight on her post, hoping that was going to go wide, Peter, I think, for an icing.
Yep, absolutely. Hoping for an icing there, get the draw in the offensive zone. Nice conservative play by Anna Brown. I don't know that we'll call it a shot on goal, but the penalty has worn off and Edina is full strength.
All right, that's Madeline Hansen on the forecheck. Here comes the Eagles on the counterattack, but that pass is intercepted by KK McGarvey, fresh off her vacation in Florida, feeling rested and refreshed and showing a lot of energy here early. There's Evie Dobert chipping in deep for McGarvey. McGarvey now, sidestep. That's Dobert, takes a body blow there as part of the forecheck. Oh, with it come the Eagles.
Nice to see Catherine McGarvey out there. As you said, she's back. There's no one more tenacious on a back check than Catherine McGarvey, and she likes that center position. We'll see some good things out of Catherine today.
All right, Brandis now on that floor. That's Clara Heinen on the forecheck for the Hornets. Good play there by Avery Cooper to break that play up. Brandis now up the near wall. She's got Morgan and Cooper. Cooper now sidesteps a defender. Avery Cooper using her speed. There's a shot, save, rebound loose. Finally covered. I love the stoppage with 10:01 to play. We got a little stoppage here. Let's take a quick look at the pregame. We had a nice little meeting. Good turnout at the lower bar there, Tavern 4 and 5. Parents enjoying a quick dinner, maybe a pregame cocktail.
You know, some people refer to it as Tavern 45, but the technical name, you're absolutely right, Tavern 4 and 5. There's a goal.
Shot, speaking of one of the Tavern 4 and 5 participants, I think Kaylin's mom.
Well, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why Kaylin was rewarded is exactly that. She scored 5-hole. For all of you who are gonna, slow it down and watch the replay. It was a beautiful 5-hole goal by Kaylin Capson, and way to use the point for the Edina team.
Yeah, I know that's something that they were trying to, the coaching staff was looking for more traffic in front of that net. Obviously, Madeline Hansen coming back from injury. She's got a tremendous net front presence, but that one, I don't know if the goalie had any net front. She just didn't pick that one up. It was a good, hard, low shot. Here comes Gia Morgan now trying to make her way to the net. She's stick checked off the puck. Picked up now Arthur, back to the point. She's got shoot. Her shot's blocked. Eagles will try to break it out up into the neutral zone. Back to Brandis, quickly over to Morgan. That was a bouncing puck, jumped over her stick. And Fritz doing battle with Callahan. Knocked to the ground by Callahan. Now Fritz pops the stick. Here comes Brandis. Fritz and Callahan doing battle. A couple old summer teammates there from the Machine 08 days. Good switching of the... I was going to say switching the fields. That's a soccer term.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know that term. I like it, though.
Going from the strong side to the weak side. Finding the path of least resistance. Now, opportunity here for Eden Prairie with a point-blank shot. Huge save there by Anna Brown. Callie Arthur fights through a check, trying to get that puck out of the zone. Kept in, though. Another great scoring opportunity. And Anna Brown gloves it down.
Anna Brown looks very comfortable. I like that first save right in the center of the chest, Rob. When I see a goalie receive that puck right in the center of the chest, I really like it. It means their angles are good. And then the second save on her glove side, Anna's doing a very nice job with with Anna Peacock out, or excuse me, Soren Peacock out.
Good feed there from Mae Fitzgerald up to Madeline Hansen. Madeline Hansen shot just wide. Peter, we saw her score on that very same shot against Minnetonka a few days ago. There's a shot from Capson again through traffic. Good save. Rebound put in the corner. Now Fritz on it. Fritz trying to fight off a couple back checkers there. Fritz loses an edge there. I just sharpened those skates though, so we're going to blame the Eden Prairie player for riding her off the play there.
You know, if there's one kid out on the ice who's going to have dull skates after a game, it's probably Fritz and Hansen. They're not afraid to go to the dirty areas and get those skates mucked up. And yes, I said mucked.
Muck it up. They're going to wave off icing as Lily Horton back to retrieve for the Hornets. Centering pass by the Eagles. Steered back to the corner. Now Horton up to Dobert. The Eagles now trying to walk it out of the corner. That play's broken up by Dobert. Of course, missing a few girls tonight. We've got Davis and Peacock at home watching. Certainly miss having those two around. Hopefully to get them back sooner than later. As Capson now doing battle down low. Picked up by McGarvey. Here comes McGarvey with a head of steam through the neutral zone. She's got Heinen to her left. Shot by McGarvey. Glove save, no rebound. We'll have a stoppage. 6:34 left to play first period. Hornets by 2.
Really liked that play by Catherine McGarvey. She had had enough. She was going to get the puck, get it out of the zone, and she took it into her own hands and brought it up the ice. This line right here that we're about to see, I've noticed they've been moving the puck really well, and I think a key for this Edina team is puck movement. And this line in particular is doing a nice job of moving that puck.
All right, that pass broken up. Here comes Brandis back to retrieve for the Hornets behind her own goal. Trying to make that breakout pass up to Gia Morgan, intercepted though by an Eden Prairie player. Morgan on that near side wing. Centering pass, wide open. Shot off the side of the net. Nice shot there by Anna Brown to hold her post.
A little breakdown in front of the net there, but Anna Brown again centered on the puck, not being distracted by all the action in front. Did a nice job of making that save.
Doug Dobert is watching. If he could send a text to Fitzgerald or myself just to let us know the broadcast is up and working. We had a little bit of an issue with that Amber Alert that came up, and I wasn't really able to knock anything off. So it's showing that we're live, but it'd be nice just to double check through someone at home, whether that's through the group me or on a text message. But that's Avery Cooper. That's about as big a hook as you can have without actually getting called for the hook, Peter.
Yep. We used to call players like that captain hook, and apparently the ref didn't grow up the same way, but that definitely was a penalty.
All right, Fritz now over to Horton. Horton's going to gain the zone through the neutral. Shipped out though. That's Fitzgerald now with it. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Up to Fritz. She's going to regroup out of her D. Off that. Over to her partner, Horton. Horton center swing. Now she's got Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's going to chip and chase. Here comes Maddie Hansen on that forecheck as well. That's May and Maddie down low. Fritz in a good high F3 supportive position. Here comes Fritz now to drop in. Good rotation. Oh, good anticipation there by Horton as she dumps it in deep as Hansen and Fitzgerald pursue. Good job playing the body there by May to cause that loose puck. Offit tries to hold it in, but it's out in the neutral zone as Lily Horton will regroup for the Hornets. Up to Hansen. And they're going to call Reese Offit for a penalty. It was behind the play, so I didn't see it, Peter.
I didn't see it either. It seemed behind the play, and it may have been a makeup call from earlier. I'm not quite sure, but I think Mr. Carlson should know better after playing a number of years in the NHL. This guy was a fighter for the Minnesota North Stars, I believe. In between intermission, I'll look up his stats, but you won't believe this ref stats in terms of penalty minutes in the NHL.
All right, face-off control now by the Eden Prairie Eagles as that shot sails wide. KK McGarvey and Callie Arthur up top. Shoots and Capson down low for the Hornets on a PK. KK able to chip that puck out in the neutral zone. Eden Prairie will be forced to regroup. Callie Arthur now breaks things up. McGarvey with it now as she gains the zone. McGarvey, shot goes wide. Callie Arthur there. Now Elizabeth Callahan one-on-one with Capson. Lizzie Callahan, I'm told playing with a brace on her hand, so maybe doesn't have all the full dexterity on those hands as she normally does, but she is always dangerous player. Good puck battle there, won by Callie Arthur. And she's going to dump that in deep, get a line change as Heinen and Cooper take the ice up top. Brandis and Horton on D. Stretch pass intercepted by Horton. Heinen doing battle. That's chipped out in the neutral zone, and Brandis will win that foot race as she's got a couple Eagles on her tail. Little escape turn there by Brandis. Reverses it up the far wall. Heinen gets a piece of it, tries to chip it out. It's kept in by Eden Prairie. And Anna Brown will let that slide by into the corner. Horton with it now for the Hornets. Now Brandis up the near wall, takes a funny hop off the stanchion. Out to the point, there's a shot blocked by Heinen. Hornets look to be full strength as Dobert tries to chip it in deep. Sent back into the neutral zone by the Eagles. And possession regained by the Hornets. That's Lily Horton now. Over to Dobert. Evie Dobert gonna chip it in. Fitzgerald and Fritz down low with it. Oh, nice little expansion there by Fitzgerald as she feeds the point. Madeline Hanson with a shot through traffic. Blocked by the Eden Prairie defense. Cleared but not out. Kept in by, that's Mae Fitzgerald with a high shot just wide. Now Fritz back to Caps, and that pass is intercepted. Counter attack by the Eagles. Ellison Schuto breaks it up, and that's into the stands where Matt Hansen will collect the puck. 1:48 to play.
Rob, got a few stats for you on our referee, Jack Carlson, that I'm going to share with you during intermission, but he is one of the Carlson brothers. He was known as Killer Carlson in his playing days. Drafted overall in 1974 by the Detroit Red Wings. So we have a celebrity, a fighter, who called a little minor hook on one of our girls.
I love the fun facts for our audience at home. Eden Prairie now trying to counterattack. That's going to be picked up by Capson in the neutral zone. She's going to stretch pass over to Hanson. Madeline Hanson now 2-on-3 with Mae Fitzgerald and Emerson Fritz now jumping in the fray. Hanson playing it down low. Fritz in to help. Fritz now centering pass to Fitzgerald, trying to move it to her backhand and get a shot. And we're going to have a hooking call coming up here, or a body check maybe. Looks like called against the Eden Prairie Eagles. So this will put the Hornets on the power play.
So I think every time Jack calls a penalty, I'm going to share a little stat. He was a fan favorite with his hard-hitting style, piling up 1,111 minutes in 508 professional games. He ended his career with the Minnesota Fighting Saints. If that's not an oxymoron, Fighting Saints, I don't know what is.
Some major penalty minutes there. Madeline Hanson now back to Arthur. Arthur just loses the handle on it momentarily. And Lizzie Hallahan now with the puck. Lizzie on her backhand, 1-on-3, still gets a quality shot off. Clear but not out. Puck dumped in deep.
Tell you what, that Callahan has beautiful hands in terms of softness and really controls the puck well, and she's a nice little player, that 17 for Eden Prairie. Edina's trying to get the puck down low on this power play. It's not working so far, but if they can set it up, they like to do the umbrella, and it's actually a really nice power play.
All right, Fritz now running on time with 5 seconds left. Puck checked away from her. One more shot on, stop by Eden Prairie. I think it's probably best that we just end that period like that. Hornets were having trouble getting it out of their own zone on the power play.
I think so. You know, they're missing Audrey Davis tonight, and she is a key to that power play unit. And as we try to tell our young hockey players, remember the first objective is to get the puck into the offensive zone. And if you can get the puck into the offensive zone, that gives you an opportunity to start making passes, getting the 4 people on the opposing team moving. And we have to remind these girls sometimes that with the power play opportunity, it's about scoring goals. It's really about scoring goals. We got a nice crowd here tonight in Eden Prairie, Rob. I don't know if you've noticed, but I would put it at somewhere between 200 and 240. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely filling in. Late arriving crowd. Of course, Tavern 4 and 5 was overflowing with a lot of the pre-game folks from both squads.
Yep. Absolutely.
Crowd there. We've got met some new parents from Eden Prairie over at the pre-game. So that's fun. We should give a shout out to tonight's game's presenting sponsor, Fritz Construction. Of course, no jobs too big for Fritz Construction. Make sure you look them up follow them on Instagram. Look them up on the World Wide Web.
You know, the interesting thing about this Caden Fritz, who is the CEO and founder of Fritz Construction, I believe, is I know him as a referee and an impressive young man. But I also know him as a construction guy who I'd see at the gas station at about 4:30 in the morning. He's a hard-working kid, really impressive, and I mean that. Unique kid with that kind of work ethic as a high schooler.
All right, we're back underway. Emerson Fritz with it now down low, fights through a chick there. Fritz now gonna dump it down low to Cooper. Cooper over to Hansen. Hansen now switching spots with Cooper. Now Eden Prairie at full strength, centering pass. Cooper trying to get on the end of it. Emerson Fritz going to dump it in deep, looking for Hansen. Now Fritz is going to drop in. Fritz with it now down low. Centering pass! Just in the wrong spot there for Cooper to get a forehand on it. Madeline with it down low. Madeline, nice escape turn down low. She's double teamed and finally dispossessed, but she's going to stick with it. Madeline Hansen waiting for a little help. Fritz gets a stick on that to keep it in. Now Cooper with a little touch pass over to Hansen. Backhand shot. Still loose. Cleared away. Fritz comes in. Steps up. Retains zone time. Here comes Callie Arthur now. Over to Hansen. Back to Horton. Horton dumps it in deep. Really good puck movement right now by the Hornets. It's 5-on-5 hockey. It's been
5-on-5 for a minute, but don't tell those Edina girls they're trying to work on their power play, and it's outstanding.
All right, finally the zone is clear by Eden Prairie. They'll go for a line change, and Olivia Brandis will lead the rush. Loses the handle on though. Quinn Billy will dump it back in, and Callahan will be on the forecheck. That's Lily Horton with it now for the Hornets. Over to Brandis, looking for Heinen up the near wall. Of course, Clara Heinen as well as Gia Morgan and a few other of these girls, they go to school over at Breakaway Academy with a couple of the girls from Eden Prairie. So we got some frenemy action going on tonight.
Frenemy is exactly right. You know, I like that play by Olivia Brandis earlier. She was controlling the puck with her eyes up, being very aggressive. The puck did bounce off her stick and it was a turnover, but when a girl like that comes back to the bench, you say that's exactly what we want. That was maybe a ice or physical mistake, but moving up the ice with your eyes up, you want that out of your defenseman. And Rob, we're going to see another power play. We'll see if these girls, this number one unit, without Audrey Davis, can control the puck and make good passes and get the other team moving. Again, the goal when you're on a power play is to score a goal. We'll see how these girls do.
All right, good tie up there by Fritz as she leaves it for Hansen. Now looking for Cooper, finally cleared in the neutral zone. Callie Arthur now with it, over to Fritz in her skates. Chipped up ahead, looking for Hansen. Jordan Elverkrog there, tying up players. Now Fritz trying to bully through there. Finally cleared out. And Lily Horton will try to regroup in the neutral zone. Avery Cooper gets it in deep. Good play by Avery to fight through a few bodies. Picked up by Elverkrog, one of those breakaway players we were talking about. And Callie Arthur is going to be forced to regroup here in the neutral zone. Oh, I like that expansion by Arthur. To her forehand, shot goes wide. Now Hansen, centering pass she's got. Cooper back to Arthur. Arthur over to Fritz. Fritz's shot that's blocked. Picked up by Cooper down low, turned over. Fritz is going to try to seal off that near wall. She does. Fritz dumps it all the way down. Hornets are starting to get a line change here, but Capson able to hold the zone. That shot goes wide. Comes Gia Morgan to pressure out in the neutral zone as Elverkrog tries to get it in deep for the Eagles. Kaylin Capson, a lot of real estate ahead of her. Kaylin Capson all alone. Shot, oh, big save. Beautiful save there by the EP keeper, Peter.
Really nice aggressive play by Kaylin Capson. Eyes up, skating with speed through the zone. Edina has missed on 2 power plays, so I'll be honest, the same girls have been out there for 2 power plays in a row, and if they want to stay on this power play, they have to perform. They have to show the ability to score and have some chemistry.
All right, so we got May Fitzgerald taking the draw with Offet and Morgan up top. Brandis and Capson. We still got 1 second left on the man advantage. A little mouth guard check right now, I think, Peter. All right, well, that's a firm puck drop. Nice tie up there by Fitzgerald off the draw. Waiting for one of her teammates to come in and pick that puck up. Now Fitzgerald with it. Centering pass, she's got Morgan, shot. Oh, big glove save, beautiful feed there from Fitzgerald to Morgan. Morgan got a real good shot off. It's a fantastic save by the keeper. Keep this a 2-goal deficit for the Eagles. Stretch pass, they're gonna wave off icing as Capson comes back. Fitzgerald drops down low to help. And puck covered up with 10:34 to play.
You know, Rob, we've talked earlier this year about face-offs in the offensive zone. Let's talk about face-offs in the defensive zone. You totally change your mentality as a center, going from trying to win the draw to not trying. You try to not lose it. So you want to tie that girl up, go into a defensive position under the assumption that you're going to lose the draw. And Catherine McGarvey knows that. She's doing a great job.
Puck centered up to Heinen. Cleared ahead, looking for Dobert. That's going to be all the way down. They're going to wave off icing as Heinen and Dobert first to arrive. Now McGarvey switching over. Cleared out in the neutral zone by the Eagles. Reese Hoffman now looking for Dobert along that near wall. Dobert bodied off that puck again twice. Picked up by McGarvey. Brought in onside there, that's Quinn Billy. Nice player for the Prairie. Oh, Elizabeth Callahan. Absolute rocket. I don't know if I got my camera on that one. It got so far, but that was an absolute rip by Callahan.
I don't know if you can move the camera fast enough for that shot. And Anna Brown was in good position. That was just an outstanding goal. It's one of those goals where you say that girl can shoot the puck and she deserves that goal. We got a ball game, Rob.
That was absolutely ripped upper corner. All right, face-off control by the Hornets momentarily. Say offside. So we got Fritz, Hansen, Fitzgerald up top, Horton, and Offit on D. Maddie Hansen trying to force that puck in deep. Good weak side pass there over to Elverkrog. All the Hornets are trying to go up that strong side. Finally, Fitzgerald comes away with it. May Fitzgerald 2-on-1. There's a shot. Save, rebound, clear to the corner. Madeline Hansen and Fritz are now. Hansen chips it in deep. Fitzgerald gets her stick in there. Now May down low, looking for options. May circling back. Oh, nice little dish there. Willie Horton shot just wide. Fritz now trying to get it back down low to Fitzgerald. Kept in by pinching Horton. Loose puck out front. Cleared in the neutral zone, and Reese Offit will go back to collect for the Hornets. Wrapped around the near wall, picked up by Fitzgerald. Centering pass to Fritz, just gets that poke checked off. Back to Fritz now, centering pass, again deflected, picked up by Morgan. Gia Morgan now in pursuit. So Hornets get a line change. Here comes Avery Cooper, try to apply that forecheck pressure. Helped in there by Arthur.
You think about this line, Rob, with Kelly Arthur and Cooper, a lot of speed on this line. And obviously Gia is a fantastic hockey player, but Cooper and Arthur have next level speed, and it'll be nice to see how these girls do with each other. The one thing I noticed earlier in the game in the first period, Edina was controlling the puck and using the points very nicely, which obviously opens up the space in the offensive zone for your forward. So I think if Edina can continue to think about using the point, they're going to find more room and space down low.
All right, 8 minutes left here in the second period as the Eagles break it out into the neutral zone, but they turn it over. Picked up by Kaylin Capson. That's Gia Morgan down low doing battle. Morgan and Capson finally kicked out by the Eagles. They're going to have a shot here from the slot. Nice block by Capson. Secondary chance here through traffic. That shot's blocked. Picked up by Avery Cooper. Here comes Cooper now with that speed you were talking about, 3-on-2. She's going to take it wide. Cuts to the middle. Cooper shot and goal. Great move there by Avery Cooper, blowing through the D, and great finish by the Coop. 3-1 Edina. Good answer by the Hornets after a nice goal a few minutes earlier by Eden Prairie.
Yeah, it's a good response. Avery Cooper, a gritty player who plays with a lot of emotion, just wasn't going to be denied on that goal.
Elva Krog, one of their top players, her shot deflected wide. Horton trying to mark her down low. Elva Krog leaving it down low for Callahan on the cycle. Those two are dangerous together. Elva Krog's shot goes wide. Shot gloved and knocked into the corner. Brandis trying to wrap it around. Callahan trying to beat people one-on-one. Good play there by Brandis to break that up. Dobert now trying to break it out with the help of McGarvey. Oh boy, here comes Callahan. Nice play to break that up. She's so dangerous. And we got a stoppage. Looks like Anna Brown got a loose puck in the crease there and was able to cover.
Well, good game, 3-1. Classic rivals historically between Eden Prairie and Edina. You got a lot of banners up in Eden Prairie referring to their state championship experience. And, you know, these are two good programs. They're both well coached, and it's fun to see these girls competing.
Offit trying to reverse off the other side. She's got Fritz, Maddie Hansen there as well. Dump back in deep. Offit now tied up. She's wrapping it around, looking on the near side for Fitzgerald. Fritz, Fitzgerald, and Offit all engaged down low. Hornets need to win this puck battle. They got 3 in. They do. Wrapped all the way around by Offit. Now Hansen centering pass into space, just out of the reach of Fitzgerald. Fritz now goes to the hands, wins that possession. Tries to go back up the near wall, not a lot of space there. Eden Prairie doing a nice job playing physical, trying to seal out that wall. The shot through traffic goes wide. Chipped up to Hansen, just out of her reach. Finally, Fritz drops his shoulder and chips that into the bench. And we'll have a stoppage, 5:35 to play.
Fritz doing a nice job of being physical as that center, working hard low, as I refer to as Mikko Koivu style in the defensive zone. I always respected Miko. He didn't get a lot of credit for his defensive style, but for you young kids out there listening to our broadcast, Miko Koivu and Patrice Bergeron are two fantastic defensive-minded centers. So if you want to be a defensive-minded center, watch those two dudes.
Good puck movement there by the Hornets to get that on the neutral zone. Avery Cooper trying to settle down a bouncing puck. Now Callie Arthur on that forecheck, but nice stretch pass over to Elbekrog. Here comes the Eagles now, and onside. Good back pressure there from Arthur and shoot as Brandis wraps it around the far wall. Kick ahead there by Fitzgerald, and Cooper sealed off. Now over to Morgan. Morgan ahead to Cooper. Here comes Cooper and Arthur. Good steal there by Eden Prairie, kept in by Offit. And Callie Arthur in pursuit. Eden Prairie now on the counterattack. Jordan Elbekrog stretch pass in for Callahan. Just out of her reach.
Eden Prairie doing a very nice job this period of bottling Edina up. If I'm honest, although the score might not indicate it, I think Eden Prairie has probably won this period, doing a nice job.
Dover's going to send that puck in deep, get a line change as KK McGarvey on the forecheck, trying to cause a turnover there. Centering pass. Broken up there momentarily by Madeline Hansen. Now Reese Offit.
Couple players for Edina stuck out there trying to get a line change and get a fresh set of forwards out there.
Back and forth in the neutral zone here. Madeline Hansen trying to get a puck deep for the Hornets. Now dumped in deep by Heinen. Fritz on the forecheck with Horton trying to hold that edge. Turnover though, over to Morgan. She's dispossessed. Fritz on the back check.
Ooh.
She goes head first in the boards. Hopefully she's okay. Went in kind of awkward there.
Yep, Fritz is a tough girl. Fortunately, hopefully she landed the majority of her weight before the boards. But yeah, that was a little dangerous. Looks like, did they call it trip there? I was thinking checking from behind or boarding. Could have been interference, could have been tripping, and also could have been hooking. Either one of those options would have worked. And here you go with Edina's power play unit. And sorry to be hard on these girls, but it's time for them to perform.
All right, Avery Cooper to take the draw. She's got Horton and Hansen on her flanks. Arthur and Fritz on deep. Avery Cooper waiting for some help, a one-on-one there. And Eden Prairie's going to skate it out. That's going to be a little bit out of their reach, so it should be an icing call. I know, just to get your coaching insight anytime, you're on the power play, obviously the girls have a man advantage. We're looking to have two on that puck when it's a 50-50 puck. Is that true?
It's true. We always try to outnumber the opposing team. If they have one girl, you have two. If they have two, you have three. If they have four, you have five. Now, if they have five and you try to put out six, that could be a problem.
Big pad save there. Shift ahead. Foot race here. Horton's going to dump it in the neutral zone. Fritz now with it for the Hornets. All the way out wide to Cooper. Cooper with a little space here. Cooper now. Good pressure by Eden Prairie. Cooper able to find some space. Fritz's shot. A little high and wide there. Good hole there by the Hornets as Eden Prairie got a little cute on the passing. Now Horton, all the way across to Fritz. Fritz loses the handle on it. Lizzie Callahan now. Fritz up to Morgan. Gia looking for options here. She circles back. She's going to dump it in deep. Wise play. Got Maddie Hansen down low. Hansen now to Brandis. Brandis shot through traffic. Shot. Rebound. Picked up by Eden Prairie. They're going to ice it. We'll leave the camera right here. I think it's going to make it. 1:13 left to play, second period. Hornets up 3-1. They got Edina listed as the Lakers on the scoreboard.
The Lakers. That may go back a few years. I can think of Lake Harvey. I can think of Lake Edina. I can think of Cornelia and Indian Head, Arrowhead. And I'll continue to do my research on lakes in Edina.
All right, Capson in the neutral zone now. Stolen by the Eagles as they try to gain that zone. Capson steps up. Poke checked off her stick, but still loose in the neutral zone. DK McGarvey fighting through a check there. Force that puck deep. Eden Prairie in the neutral zone. They gain the line. Capson takes her player into the boards. Picked up by McGarvey. McGarvey starts back. She's got Dobert. Or no, that's Clara Heinen. Heinen dispossessed. She'll get it deep on a line change. Brandis Fritz trying to seal off that near wall. Fitzgerald there as well. And that'll do it for the second period with the Hornets retaining that 2-goal margin through 3-1. Thoughts on that period, Peter?
Well, I think Eden Prairie won that period. I really do. The score's 3-1, and from what I could tell, Edina definitely dominated the first period, and probably overall deserving of a 3-1 score at this point. But this Eden Prairie team is not going to go down lightly. They have a couple goal scorers. This is the kind of team, Rob, I think you do not want to be within one goal towards the end of the third period because they have some players. I know 17 is a special player. That Ava Moe. Thing I like about Ava Moe is she's got good hands. She sees the ice and she doesn't wear a ponytail. I don't know if you've noticed that, but she just free flows it. I mean, it's like it's flowing like Mike Madonna's jersey when she's skating.
Is that a little bit intimidating?
It is. It is. When you go no pony, I mean, I've never played with long hair. I mean, I had a mullet in '97 and '98. But never to the point where the hair would flow like that. And I like Ava Moe's style. But they do have some players that can score, in all seriousness. They have some girls that can score. So I think this next goal is important. And as a coach, you're sitting on the bench. It's a 3-1 score. You think maybe you should be up by more. And you know that next goal to go up by 3 goals is important. And you try not to let it enter your thoughts, but if that other team scores a goal, all of a sudden they gain momentum. It's a 1-goal game and anything can happen.
Yeah, you said it. There's plenty of talent on this Eden Prairie team. They're capable of popping in 2, 3, 4 goals in a single period. So Hornets got to be on their A game defensively and keep doing the little things correctly, getting pucks deep, making sure they have good D-zone coverage.
Rob, where do these girls line up in the standings of District 6? Are they pretty close?
Well, you missed the pregame show. We actually talked about that.
You did. Okay.
Eden Prairie is in they're a distant 4th place.
Okay.
They're really not within. I would say it's really between. Here we go. There's a shot off the helmet of Anna Brown. Loose puck. Here comes Madeline Hansen now. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Hansen now cuts to her forehand. Nice little spin move there. Shot blocked. I mean, that looked like her dad back in the day.
That was absolutely
really that agile.
Well, some people used to call it the Dennis Savard. Now they call it the Matt Hansen after Madeline's father.
I heard he's got some exceptional moves out on the pond.
He's a little slower than he used to be. Now he works the offensive door for a 12U hockey team, but Yes, in his day, he was a fantastic hockey player.
All right, here comes the Hornets. Steal on the counterattack. Nate Fitzgerald trying to get that puck deep. Met there by Callie Arthur. Callie Arthur trying to skate that in. Poke checked away from her. Eden Prairie regroups. Good active stick there by Arthur to cause a turnover. Avery Cooper trying to cut to the middle. Oh, great stick check by the Mo. There's that signature flow you talked about.
Well, it's not a surprise that flow rhymes with Mo.
One of the front runners for the all hockey here team here for 12U hockey. Well, we had the head coach Mark Elbacrog over at the pregame. Had a chance to sit down with him, talk about his team, and of course they have a small roster this year, Peter. Only 11 skaters and a goalie.
Yeah.
So anytime they're hit with injuries or illness, it takes its toll on them. But I believe they have a full roster here tonight, and these girls play hard. They're hard to play against. They're very good at playing the body in a good way, hard through the hands, taking away space and time. And they got a couple pure goal scorers on the team. Here's one of them right here. Fortunately for the Hornets, that shot goes wide, but you don't want to leave 17 alone in front of the net. Another opportunity there by number 3, one of their top 3 goal scorers on the team. So both girls had good looks there in that shift.
Yeah, you talk about these small rosters. It can be an advantage if you're playing one game a week, but you get into these tournaments and that's a lot of hockey for 10, 11, 12 kids as opposed to 3 lines.
Centering pass there, goes through the slot. Dober over to Heinen. Kept in though by the Eagles. Intercepted there and dumped back in deep by the Eagles. Brandis up to Dober. Kept in by the Eagles. Brandis now going to go out to her partner, Lily Horton. Up to Heinen. Heinen banks it out into space. Catherine McGarvey tracked down from behind. Looked like she might be gone there for a moment, but instead it's Eden Prairie on the counterattack. Centering pass, a fan on it as Horton defends down low. McGarvey trying to lift it out of the zone. May Fitzgerald fighting through a body check. Good pass over to Hansen. Hansen shot's blocked. Secondary attempt by Hansen just hits the post. Fritz down low with Hansen. Loose puck out front. Good step there by
Outstanding
Capson.
Gap control by Capson. Didn't let that girl gain speed. Was right a stick length away and fantastic.
Fitzgerald with it now down low over to Fritz. Fritz trying to shield off the body check there. Here comes Mo. Hansen gets a foot on though. She's going to dump it in deep. The Hornets will get a line change. 10:45 to play.
Good pressure by that line, Hansen and Fritz and Fitz, and hopefully we'll see these girls bury that all-important goal to go up 3. Can't sit back, Rob. It's that time in the game where you're kind of waiting for who's going to score that next goal, and as the next goal goes, the game goes. Here we go, Jack Carlson getting involved again. One of the Carlson brothers, for those of you who didn't know, we read that he has over 1,000 penalty minutes in his professional career. Drafted in 1974, and for those of you who haven't seen the movie Slapshot, he was one of the 3 brothers, legitimately.
So that's based on a true story, huh?
It's based on a true story, and once our viewing audience gets old enough, they can watch the movie Slapshot.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time faves. Here comes Avery Cooper now, walking it across, trying to get a shot off. She's knocked down. Hansen and Cooper doing battle there. Nice work by the Hornets to keep that puck in.
Good coverage by Callie Arthur there, defending as Lily's pinching down low.
Arthur shot, rebound, Hansen. Hansen down low, waiting for some help. Here comes Arthur. I'm sorry, that's Cooper. Now back to Hansen. Hansen with it down low. Backhand pass to Horton. Great look there by the Hornets. Shot wide there by Arthur. What a great little dish by Hansen.
You can see something I really like to see out of this Edina team is they changed their forecheck up a little bit in this third period. They're going with a 2-3, and they have that F3 extremely high. And what that does is it allows that F3 in the center of the ice near the blue line to act as a third defenseman, but certainly intercept passes as they move through the middle of the ice, but it also allows your defenseman to be super aggressive. So I think we're going to see a really high forward out of Edina for the remainder of the game, and we'll see how it does for them.
All right, 35 seconds left on the power play for the Hornets. Kept in there by Morgan. Morgan down low, she's got Fitzgerald, back to Morgan. Morgan trying to feed it back to the point. Brandis now with it. For Fitzgerald, she's tied up, leaves it for Morgan. Broken up though by Prairie. Nice hold there by Capson. And off it'll do work down low. Here comes the Hornets, Eagles with a little speed here. Picked up by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Stick checked off the puck. Brandis there to break things up. Now more, let's see, that's Heinen. Heinen's shot on, save, rebound covered. With a stoppage, 8:29 to play. Hornets still by 2.
I can't help but notice when Eden Prairie's number 17, and she's not the only player that can score for them, but I can't help but notice when one of their goal scorers goes out on the ice and just cannot get let those girls get started. You got to close on them and close the gap right away.
KK now with the backhand off the side of the net. Garvey leaves it out front, picked up by EP. Here they come on the counterattack, 2-on-3. Good back check there by the Hornets. It's Dover to leave that for Horton. Now back to Dover. Abby Dover dispossessed there. Back come the Eagles. Callahan stretch pass over to Elbacott. Back. Oh, she was looking to go back to Callahan. Puck sent in deep. Ellison shoot now. On the breakout for the Hornets. Shoot through the neutral zone. She's got speed. Trying to get to her forehand. She does. Shot. Pass save. Rebound attempt by KK. Missed.
Great rush by Ellison Shute, and eyes up, coming through the zone with confidence.
Cooper with it now for the Hornets. Cooper down low looking for Morgan. Cooper shot.
Outstanding.
Oh, cool.
Outstanding goal. You know, so often in hockey, you see a girl give up the puck unselfishly. That's what Cooper did, and the puck ended up back on Cooper's stick. I just love to see girls rewarded for unselfish plays. So Coop tried to pass that to Gia. Gia passed the puck back to Coop, and Coop had a nice shot that bounced off the goalie's blocker into the upper left-hand corner. Nice goal by Coop. The Coop.
They're calling a Koopa Loop
on the Twitter feed?
On the whatever you call it, Group Me.
Oh, the Group Me, yeah. Very nice.
McGarvey starting the Koopa Loop. Is that official or unofficial? Callahan now with a little toe pull. Cooper breaks it up. Koopa Loop. Callie Arthur steals on the turnover. Here she comes in, trying to cut to the middle. Stick checked away. Here comes Eden Prairie on the counterattack. Madeline Hansen gets a stick on it. Now the Eagles try to get it deep. Brandis now behind her own net. She's got Hansen strong side. Finds her just under Hansen's stick though. Brandis will try to play it up to her. A little sloppy in the neutral zone right now. So Hornets are not connecting on some easy passes. Brandis now back. Nice reversal up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Fritz. Here comes Fritz. Gains the red line. Going to gain the blue line. Draw pass to Hansen. Hansen shot. Didn't get all of it. She was pressured from behind. Now Hansen plays it in deep, looking for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to tie up the body. She's got nobody to help her though. Here comes Horton now as Hornets get a line change. Horton wisely jumps in deep there. Good recognition, Peter, of Lily Horton, understanding the players were getting a line change, and she knew she had support behind her, maybe not to hold the puck in the zone, but certainly to cover any odd man rush. So she took the initiative to jump in as a new F2, and that's just a hockey IQ thing.
It's a small nuance, and Lily Horton has a lot of them. She's one of our smartest players, and she is really developing how to have her eyes up, make a good first pass as a defenseman, but she is very rarely out of position. Big Lily Horton fan.
Puck dumped in deep. Brown steers it to the corner. Horton now. Of course, older sister Whitney playing for the VAR squad as a freshman.
As a freshman, very impressive.
Times, but playing on the number 3 team in the state, they just put a beat down on Blake the other day, by the way.
Did they?
8-1. And Blake's been playing some good hockey as of late. Here comes the Coop. Oh, good back pressure there. Eden Prairie not to give up on Cooper. Morgan now dumps it out to Cooper. Cooper looking for some open space. She got Capson. Capson going to send that puck in deep.
To call the Edina varsity girls team number 3 is interesting because it's I think they've lost 1 game in 2 years, and whether it's Andover or Minnetonka or Edina, I think it's 1A, 1B, and 1C with those 3 teams.
I'm just going by the latest rankings.
Absolutely, no, it's okay. No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm more providing clarification, Robert.
Yep. So we did have the holiday tournament. Edina hosted it over the holidays between Christmas and New Year's. Actually featured all 3 of the top teams in the state: Andover, Edina, Minnetonka. Of course, Minnetonka and Edina squared off in a semifinal. Edina eventually losing to Minnetonka in overtime. Of course, we won't talk about all the move-ins that Minnetonka had.
No. We wouldn't talk. We wouldn't talk about that. But I will tell you that Minnetonka Edina game was fantastic. That was a very, very competitive women's or girls hockey game.
Good net front there by Reese Offit as Capson's shot was saved. Back out to Brandis. Loses the handle. Here comes Mo on the breakaway. Good job there by Capson to get back. Shot through traffic. Anna Brown the save, and well, the stoppage. 3:11 left in the third period. 1:03 left on that power play.
I'll tell you what, Kaylin Capson has had an outstanding game in terms of her defensive positioning and her gap control. And, the goal scorers get noticed. The D don't always, but it was fantastic. It's a fantastic game by Kaylin. She should be proud of what she's doing out there.
May Fitzgerald up the neutral zone here. Fitzgerald being given a lot of ice to carry that in. May Fitzgerald shot deflected wide. Off it comes in to help her. Kept in by Capson. Capson fights off a body check there, tries to get it deep. Finally cleared out. Not going to make it for icing though. Picked up by Horton. Horton all the way rink wide. She's got Hansen. Hansen hits the brakes. Dishes to Cooper. Cooper, her bid for the Hattie. Centering pass by Madeline Hansen, broken up. Callie Arthur steps in, takes away some space. Fritz now with it. Fritz over to Arthur. Picked up by Callahan. You gotta play her body. You can't play the puck with her. She's too good. Arthur up to Hansen. Madeline Hansen now trying to go through the 5-hole. Shut down. Horton and Arthur trying to keep it in. Now it's out. Horton in offside. We'll have a stoppage, 1:49. Both teams full strength.
So, Rob, you're down 4-1. You're the Eden Prairie coach right now. We're in the beginning of January, so the game doesn't matter that much. But do you pull your goalie? Or do you let the girls play a 5-on-5 and see what happens?
You know, I just, not knowing the squad as well as their coach does, from what I've seen, you know, I just don't know that 3 goals is realistic in a minute and a half. So I'm probably going to keep it unless we can get one quick here. But certainly, if they had a little bit more of a prolific offense, I certainly could see that. You know, if the tables were turned, would I do it with this Edina squad? Absolutely. You know, if we needed the points, I think there's enough talent on this team that you could pop in, you know, 3 goals in a couple minutes. But, you know, from what I've seen in 3 meetings here, I just don't know that it's realistic.
I love it when coaches are aggressive and pull goalies. I love it when coaches go for 2 after a touchdown. I just think I think it's cool when a coach shows confidence in their team to pull the goalie. And I'm not criticizing the Eden Prairie goalie. It's the right call right now. 3 goals in hockey at this level, you leave your goalie in. But it is fun to see aggressiveness from coaches, and we certainly see that often in youth hockey, which is fun.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, you really don't have. They don't have anything to lose. They're not going to come into any type of tie-breaking scenario where an extra goal against is really going to cost them. I mean, at this point, I'd say they're firmly in the 4 spot. No real danger of finding the 5th spot, but they're trying to climb up into that 3 spot.
Nice play by Fritz. Good speed, good aggressiveness. Nice pass to Hansen.
Up here, just under a minute to play. A pass all the way down to the Edina zone. Ellison shoot back to collect for the Hornets. Shoot, gains the blue. Drop pass back to the point. Hansen now shot, didn't get all of it. Fritz tries to backhand it in, that's wide.
I like it when Shooter skates up with the puck, heading down the ice with her eyes up. She's got great speed. She's a great player. I love these little Edina Hornets, some of the top players in the state. Well, thanks for joining us, Shooter. It's a little late in the game. How was the Winter Classic? It was great. It was unbelievable. It was really cold, but let me tell you, it was fun to see outdoor hockey, and I've won a few championships before. That's awesome, Shooter. Thanks for stopping by, brother. No problem.
Love to have him join whenever possible. Peter, thank you for joining, and we're going to call it a night here. Hornets on top, 4-1. They'll remain in that 1 spot for that District 6 playoff. That's just, a mere 6 weeks away?
I think that's about right. It's February. It's coming fast.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see you. What's our next broadcast? Mankato?
Well, we go down to Mankato.